purposely heading for.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, and then and I had thought I better get an Instagram account to see how Instagram works. And I was looking, and I went, what do I say? I've never had any social media before. This is in 2020. And I'm thinking, what's a good model? The things I was always fascinated about when I was young was nuclear weapons, submarines.
Nuclear weapons?
Yeah, nuclear weapons, submarines, weapons in general, and warfare and military units. Absolutely, obsessed about it. So my start point was, if I was talking to my 15-year-old self, what would I want to hear? So I'm trying to be the person that my 15-year-old self needed. So not only in nerdy stuff about guns and violence, it's also about like moving forward, how to be a better version of me. So hopefully it comes across as that, and that's basically who I'm messaging, my 15-year-old self.
Yeah.
So you saying the effect that I'm having, that means I'm doing a reasonable job of it.
I think so. That's one of the tough things I found about all this stuff, is that there's a plethora of people out there that are putting on this persona or representing themselves in a certain way, and a lot of young people who spend a lot of time on the social media apps, and they're looking on their phones a lot of times, doom scrolling stuff. A lot of people come up, maybe they don't have their father in their life, maybe they don't have their mother in their life, maybe they grew up in their grandparents' household and they didn't have any mentorship or like any good examples of leadership in their life. Maybe they're coming from like a low income area, and it's rare to find people through all the noise and all the crap, the slop that's getting put out there. It's rare to come into contact with people who are, number one, genuine, like the person that they portray themselves as on the internet is exactly who they are in real life as well. And it's also rare to find somebody that's like, the way that I kind of like think about who is a good mentor in my mind, or who would be a good example of like how to be a leader, or somebody that I think is leading from the front, doing a good job, is if I wasn't around and I had a son, who would I want him to aspire to be like?
Right.
That's what I think about. And that's like usually a really telltale sign for me. If I look at a person and I see what a guy's doing, or a gal or whatever, I'm like, if I wasn't around and I had kids, who would I want them to aspire to be like? Because really one of the things I found in my brief time on this planet is like the best leaders I've met were the people that you want to emulate. You want to be like that person. You want to take on the character traits that they have, because they have something you want. And sometimes it's hard to tell what that something is.